One topic that I would like to bring back up and talk about briefly is the moment in drill history where Philly rapper Skrilla sent shots at the Bloodhounds, specifically JB and Q50. Since the reboot of drill music with basically every major city clicking up, there has been a mysterious trend of collabs that simply don't make sense. So today we're going to talk about it, especially a recent situation that falls under that umbrella. What's good, family? Welcome back to another project. It's a blessing to be hosting the show for you today as always. If you are new around here and you're into hip-hop new era commentary or hot topics, hit the subscribe button and bell and join the family.
I don't know. Why did you go to Chicago?
I just went there though I just was going to Chicago to go link with some friends I got out of Chicago.
They said you got shot and Brandon Buckingham's cameraman got shot. But I look at you, you look all right.
Yeah. Nah, we was in the studio. I was in the studio. Bang, I get out there. Bang. I get in the studio. Bang, I make some music.
Were you in the area you shouldn't be, though? Be honest.
Nah, I wasn't nowhere I shouldn't be. I don't know. I was where I wanted to be. I was in the studio. I leave out the studio. Whoa.
As soon as you leave the studio?
Once I leave the studio. Whoa. I get hit in my leg. That shit go in and out of my leg.
You tell me a real story?
Yeah.
You really got shot?
Yeah.
I can't say if it's joking.
I really got shot, though.
I feel like these days, genuinely good music collabs are rare, especially within hip-hop. It's so much trash music being rushed out to the streets, which has hurt the image of the genre tremendously over the years. The game has actually been looking so goofy recently that some of the hip-hop community believes the streets is dead, which is a very dangerous narrative to follow. I have a video on that subject coming soon. But today we explore one specific situation that ties everything together. Skrilla would recently diss the Bloodhounds, more specifically Q50, and I'm gonna be honest, he had no business being a big face from out of town coming to Chicago with probably no security and doing business with one of the most dangerous gangs in that city. Not only do the Bloodhounds have their fair share of alliances and associates, which automatically puts a target on you by different angles, but also Skrilla isn't green to the lifestyle, so him moving around that loose was kind of strange for me to hear. I wouldn't expect something like that from him, even if he isn't in Philly. He's literally from one of the most dangerous cities in America. So he already know what crash outs look like. You know, he see it on a daily. Philly is not a soft city. You know what I'm saying? That's not a place to take lightly.
Cause Brandon Buckingham came out here and he got a whole vlog.
Let's clear this up. My dead grandmother Gary, I was not with him.
He put it out there that ambushed by 6 people and shit. And his cameraman got shot.
I was not with that when that shit happened. First of all, what make y'all even think somebody gonna shoot at me? What the have I did for a to shoot at me?
Well,
You know
there's
what
all
I'm
these
saying?
rumors.
Yeah, exactly. But come on, gang. What the have I did? What y'all shooting at me for? I was not with Skrilla. None of that shit when got shot. I don't even know what the gunshot sound like. Unless it's a kilo on Call of Duty wasn't on. Yeah. Or unless it's a Drake on GTA. Otherwise, I don't know what the man hell no, I don't even get into all that, bro. That shit there.
So you ain't that get shot though?
Yeah, I shot
Or you got
bro.
shot in the leg or something?
Yeah, but I had headphones on. Yeah, nah.
We've had some of the biggest faces come online and or go to the studio, basically letting the fans and everybody else know what's going on and how it be going on. But as soon as somebody asks you a question in an interview that you don't like, or a crew get hit with a RICO case, the hip hop community is blamed for basically being too involved or too interested in the situation, quickly being shunned off as internet investigators. Bruh, we wouldn't know anything if y'all didn't talk to the internet about street politics and drop disses. That's a core of a lot of drama going on the internet right now. First, he started tapping in with the city of Chicago in late 2024, but we really wouldn't see anything produced musically, just shout outs and a whole bunch of Instagram posts, you know what I'm saying, them hanging out on live in the studio and all that stuff. And also the Bloodhounds would eventually travel to Philly, connecting with various artists, but most famously, YBC Duel. Early on, Q50 wasn't seen on that specific trip, but he would eventually go to Philly, with him gaining fame, having shows, which put him closer to the already forming bond between the Bloodhounds and Skrilla.
Hey family, thank you for visiting an official DJ The Villain project. We've been anticipating your arrival. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of any future releases and projects.
Skrilla even had Fetso dissing and posting his location when he slid through the city. That was another thing that showed the hip-hop community that the bond between the Bloodhounds and Skrilla was something that was becoming more and more real every day outside of the music. Then the response was just as funny as the diss. The Bloodhounds and a couple of associates hopping on Instagram barking at Skrilla on their stories. But this time it actually made sense. They responded with basically what I said earlier. You know us and you know what we into, so don't cry to the internet when you knew that you were gonna come to the trenches. A response that I can respect. Being outside in the streets is a dangerous and fast lifestyle that you learn and accept comes with certain consequences. You decided to hang out and ended up in the bang out. Real decisions with real consequences. Maybe if you would have had security or not went to Chicago at all, you wouldn't be dissing after the incident happened so long ago. But honestly, when I seen it, it made sense to me as Skrilla trying to pull some clout out of the Bloodhound wave some kind of way. Even though they not really making much noise right now, like on either side of the aisle. Skrilla obviously been doing his thing for a while now, but as far as being mainstream, he can't really get much bigger than he already is right now. And Q50, in my opinion, he's a huge artist and borderline the face of Chicago hip hop right now, but he doesn't make the kind of music that could really branch off commercially and grow his image either. They're kind of just both sitting in a standstill when it comes to popularity and relevance. Also, when everything first went down, Skrilla went live with Big Op and he was talking about how the rumors were false allegations and he didn't get shot and he was basically having his way in Chicago. So it's funny for him to turn around and try to basically diss the same people that was defending his name when everything was going on. It's just a very strange mix of things going on. But also, I keep into effect that Q50 has several beefs that are going untalked about on the internet. I would say the most famously known situation under that umbrella is the beef that he has with Von off 1700. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. I got some other crazy stories to cover, but comment down below what you think about the alliance and the beefs, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.